way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Michael Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Michael was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Michael Jordan." And the rest is history.
Downtown, looming over historic Faneuil Hall. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. Mike, Boston holds a 1-0 lead in this series.
And the Celtics showed how dominant they were in Game 1. This is a team that only lost one time at home all season. The Bulls were up against the odds in this one.
And for Chicago, they'll be hoping for another big night from Michael Jordan.
Well, Kevin, in Game 1, he did all the heavy lifting for the Bulls on offense. The Celtics had no answer for him as he went for 49 points. We'll see if they keep looking his way as they try to even up this series.
And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
Here's Oakley. He can't get that one, so the Celtics will take it the other way. Bird inside. Working on Gervin. Bird's shot is good.
An outstanding find by Johnson. Very comfortable at the 1 or the 2 spot.
And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. And good that time.
Tremendous effort by Ainge to get in there for the board and get a shot back up.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
And the big question and my problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
And so here is Chicago following the miss by Larry Bird. And there's Gervin. That's good on the assist by Jordan.
Well, you see the playground mixology ability of Gervin. He can mix and match with the best of them when it comes to putting it in the basket.
Now, here is Ainge. Pass to Parrish. Puts the move on, and he lays it up and in.
No easy way to contain Parrish inside. At 7 feet tall, he often has the advantage.
There's the pass to Oakley. Here is Corzine. Gervin passes to Oakley. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. No good from Jordan. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent. Actually, too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
And now for some info on this matchup, let's go across the court to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, there are unique differences between these teams, of course. Boston has a huge size advantage, but they like to get on and run. Chicago is a quicker team, but they like to slow it down and set things up. Another unique aspect to the matchup, The Celtics may be bigger, but during the regular season, it was the Bulls who had the offensive rebounding edge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Certainly Bulls rookie Charles Oakley, Mike, has something to do with their stellar work on the rebounding.
A strong finish for the 9th pick in the draft. Oakley came from Virginia Union. Now a year later, he's playing in Boston in the NBA playoffs.
He's got presence, though, doesn't he, Mike, on the floor?
And he can back it up with that body.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Mark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on.
And that's going to be the thing to watch. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the D and made them pay.
Ainge kicks to Bird. McHale setting the pick for Bird. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Showing off his intelligence there. McHale knowing exactly how to run the pick and roll.
Gervin for three. The rebound by the Celtics. Ainge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the foul on George Gervin. That's his first foul. Walton's checked in for the Celtics. Seasting comes in for Dennis Johnson. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Parrish. Pass to Bird. Shot clock at 6. Shields over Banks. Bird can't hit.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Here is Seasting. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Walton, the pass to Seasting. It's Bird, top of the key. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Boy, the quick release, Bird gets that shot off in an instant. He was ready and waiting to strike.
For 3, Paxson. And Boston with the rebound. Here is Seasting. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ainge. Here's Walton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That is one of the many things you get from Walton. He's a relentless rebounder.
For 3, Paxson. A three-pointer is right on target.
This offense is operating with a lot of confidence. He finds an opening and drills the three-pointer.
They double him with Jordan. Seasting passes to Ainge. Here's Parrish. Over Oakley. And it's Parrish missing.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
For 3, Paxson. Another 3 for Chicago.
Excellent from deep. Paxson isn't a guy you can leave, so that helps space the floor.
And here is Ainge. Pass to Bird. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
Dropping an absolute hammer of a dunk.
He did. He put some energy, you're right, Clark, on that finish.
Making sure the rim felt it, too.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. Boston leading by 4.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
They've got Bird. McHale is out there with Parrish. Then it's Ainge. And it's Johnson in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Jordan against Ainge. Jordan dishes to Gervin. And it's good for 2. Gervin's got 6. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. Bulls trail by 6. Fires from deep. McHale with the rebound. High post, Johnson. He's against Jordan. Johnson can't get it to go.
Hey, he managed to execute the crossover nicely, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't complete the shot.
Jordan passes to Paxson. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Paxson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
A shot's good from Paris.
Playing to their strengths, Boston doing a nice job feeding the Chief inside and utilizing his size.
And it's Green, missing.
Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Johnson is such a crafty and unpredictable player. Understands how to draw fouls.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow, it would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. Gervin for 3. It doesn't go for him. And the Celtics going the other way now. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by the Celtics. Parrish has got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson attacking. He dishes it to Bird. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Chicago looking a bit lost. This Boston crowd really making their presence felt.
And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
Future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. Passes it to Parrish. And it's Parrish with the jam.
Solid pass by Ainge. The moment he sees a guy ready to score, he starts working on getting him the ball.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
But they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Parrish outside. Bird dishes to McHale. Great play by Bird to set it up. McHale's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
Physical contact, no problem. McHale says bring it on. He'll just power through it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Boston making some changes. Walton's checked in for Parrish. And it's Easting in for Danny Ainge. Bulls trail by 13.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season. A dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
Jordan inside. Here's Banks. And that one hits back iron. And here's Boston. They're on a 16-7 run. Down low. Here's McHale. Rebounded by Corzine. And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics